Hello and welcome to the Morphin Loft. We may not have Zord builder tech anymore, but we do have a Zord that's a builder. The Pachy Zord from Power Rangers Dino Charge. First seen in episode 15 of Power Rangers Dino Charge, Rise of a Ranger, when Prince Philip III finally becomes the Graphite Ranger and receives this Zord. And initial thoughts, it's brilliant. The colouring is great, the metallic aspects, it's heavy, it's weighted, it's sturdy as an auxiliary sword, so you buy this on its own, and on its own it feels like a decent toy. So often with Dino Charge, some of the toys are amazing and others feel really cheap, but this isn't one of those toys. It has the yellow colour scheme to match in with other Zords, in more ways than one, with this yellow stripe down the head. It has the same leg and body shape as the Raptor Zord, but it feels very much its own toy. So let's see what it does. Here is its charger. For the Pachycephalosaurus, or Pachycephalosaurus, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but a Cephalozord has been seen before in Power Rangers Dino Thunder as a purple auxiliary Zord that wasn't released in Power Rangers, only in Super Sentai, but the Super Sentai version does clip into a Megazord, so if you can find it online, it's pretty rare, but if you can find it, it links in with your Megazord set. Best of luck. But this one has the same kind of feel where it's all about having a large domed hammerhead kind of Zord. In fact, when this was first seen in the TV show, it managed to defeat monsters all on its own. It didn't need to become part of a Megazord, which is pretty uncommon with auxiliary Zords. Normally you see an initial attack and then straight away it becomes part of the Megazord, but this managed to defeat monsters all by itself. And when you add the charger, the tail flips back, revealing this amazing builder helmet. This construction looking sword with an obvious wrecking ball tail. I really like this sword. This is one of my favourite auxiliary Zords across Dino Charge, possibly across a lot of Power Rangers. The tail does extend right out to there, so when it's running, it can be like that. It stands pretty firm on its own. You can position it in quite a few different ways. It's just a really strong, luxurious, high-end Zord. It feels like a quality toy. It does have one slot on the bottom, slot link in for Zord Builder tech, and it links in with so many different ways in so many different Zords. I'm sure we've seen a million different Zord combinations online. I probably should think about trying to do a Zord Builder combination. I'll add that in as a future video. Let's see what this does when it combines with other Megazords. Firstly, with the Dino Charge Megazord. So here it is, Dino Charge, Megazord, Pachy Zord combination, and I don't really like this. As always, the unifying element of it is really great, but it feels really big for this Zord. In fact, this actually virtually touches the ground, and it just feels like a really big arm, a big ask. In fact, you have to lift the arm to get it to sit there because it gets in the way of the leg, and I don't think it really works. Even if you lift up the tail to this point, it doesn't really work as a weapon on this Zord. But that's just my personal opinion. What do you think? Leave a comment below and let me know. The combination that we really think of this Zord with is the Pachy Zord. So there we have it. It sits slightly higher, not by much admittedly, but enough that it's not scraping the floor. And I think this is a better combination. The large Plesiosaur head balances out this look of it with this, but it just matches. We don't see this until Super Dino Charge, but this is a combination that is a winner. It's always one that they go to for this Zord, and it's just brilliant. Yes, the yellow doesn't match the gold as much as the Dino Charge Megazord, but it doesn't really matter. This makes sense to me with a long range and a close-up weapon. Even with the Rocket Fist option, this is such a cool combination. But the best place for this sword, in my opinion, is the Plesio Charge Megazord Pachy Rex combination. And that is the way you should put this sword. There we go. This is how this Megazord is supposed to look. This is how this sword is meant to be displayed. Look at the size of it. This is seen first in episode 20 of Power Rangers Dino Charge. And it's so cool with this. It's meant to look like this. It's meant to be this combination. The version they recommend on the instructions is this. With the Stegazord, but come on, who wants that? It's small, it falls back, but this is the combination that you want. Look at the size of it, look at the shape, it makes sense. It's the Megazord that you're supposed to have, and it makes sense with the height of this. The weapon is actually usable in this combination. So there you have it, there's some of the modes for this sword, for this amazing, strong, sprung action, sturdy Zord. This is one of the top Zords in this series, in my opinion. Underneath here you can even see it does have a fist, so you do have an option for, let me show you something. So you do have an option, in theory, to put a weapon in. It's not necessarily something that commonly happens with these swords because of the sheer size of them, but it is an option, so you could add weapons to it as a build on a build if you wanted to. But overall, get it. If you can find it, get it. It also comes in purple, so then it matches the other Zords even more. It matches the Plesio Zord more. It's just something that is a high recommendation. So that is the end of my review of what I believe is one of the top 10 auxiliary Zords across all of Power Rangers. I know, that's a big claim, but this Zord does a lot and looks great in loads of different combinations. Thank you for watching this video. Like, follow, comment and subscribe for more videos, more photos, and of course, may the power protect you.